Hello, and welcome back. PlatinumSkink plays Advance Wars Story. Well, it's not going to be a lot of playing, because you see what's on the screen right now? When I press this button, I will have won the map. And this is the final video on the Advance Wars developer playthrough. And I'm thinking that I had a goal when I made this hack. I wanted to create the end of Advance Wars. I wanted to make a satisfying conclusion that you could play this, and it was the end, and you no longer felt that there was like any reason for. I wanted it to. If this was the final game in the series, it's ended on a satisfying conclusion that did not leave any loose ends, and also. There's going to be so much talking, and I'm thinking that for each thing that happens, I want to give my thoughts on that particular character arc, because this conclusion is going to involve wrapping up every single story arc that has happened throughout this entire thing. So let's destroy the spaceship. This is an interceptor firing on a spaceship. Or more like, or something. The of, oh, that happened. Alright, first things first, we need to get through the actual conclusion. The spaceship! It's going down! No! What are you doing? What are you doing? There's priceless technology on that thing! You should have thought of that before using it to invade our nations. Well, Lash kinda knew your goal was to shoot down the spaceship, but in her head she was like, it's better than letting Sonja be like this. Yes, that doesn't mean she can't lament when it was destroyed. Anyways, Sonja! What about Sonja? I got her! Wait, what? She's bleeding! Why does it hurt? What was this song? It's in the, I think this is what plays right before, you know, when the title of the map shows up way up on the final map. But it's the best thing I had for a tragic song. Am I actually gonna kill Sonja? Anyways. Why does it hurt? Sonja! I'm getting a medic!
The fool.
Yeah, suddenly Sturm is here. Sturm! What are you doing here?
The foolish girl decided to play with fire, and now she's burned. She tied herself to the life energy of the spaceship. What did she think would happen when it was destroyed?
Yeah, that is the first mention of energy. Energy is, well, it's something for a more advanced civilization to consider what it is. What did you think would happen when it was destroyed? Possum spit. So by destroying the spaceship, we... I can't. No! How do we help her? Lash, can you fix the ship? Maybe I didn't explain it, but his reasoning here was that by repairing the ship, they could save Sonja. You blasted it to bits! What do you expect me to do? No, Sonja, I finally made a friend. Sturm, this is your technology. Isn't there anything you can do? Eagle points out.
I didn't build the thing. I used it.
Yeah, because in my head, he in turn stole it from his own race.
Your race assumes too much.
Basically, it's just it's a car. It's his car, or he didn't build the car. The car mechanics did. He just, you know, took it and went off to capture some planet far beneath him. I still consider that Sturm is probably one of the most powerful of his race, but yeah, he didn't build the spaceship. Why, you? I'll have you buried in snow! Sonja! You said you... Yeah, this is Supreme Sonja accusing Andy. It's not regular Sonja accusing Andy. Supreme Sonja is accusing Andy. Yeah, because before the map he said that he'd save her, so yeah. Not much he can do here, is there? There's nothing we can do. It's karma, but this leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. Yes, he was... Sure, Sensei wanted her dead, but then also like the whole crowd around her looking sad about her. Sensei, can't we transfuse some of our energy? I volunteer. He is just using the word energy that Sturm said. He has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. Lash does. But anyways, guys, Andy says, "Are you stupid? You don't contain the right energy." Yep. Because Lash knows what the energy is. She researched this technology now. The only one who might is... this guy! Flax says, and he is actually meaning Sturm.
Get your hands off me!
Now I imagine in a Flack grabbing Sturm here, and Sturm just pushing off Flack. He's stronger than it looks! Oh, come on, let me have a go! I've always wanted to punch that maskin! No, I can't. I couldn't. Guys, aren't you forgetting something? Andy says. What? Spit it out. Andy? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, that's it. Do your thing. I'm the guy that can fix anything. Hyper upgrade! And this, of course, is a bit symbolic on my part, because at the end of Advance Wars 2, Hawke killed quotation marks Sturm with Black Storm. Now as a more positive thing, I'm having Andy save this situation with his power. But he is the guy that can fix anything, so he fixes Sonja, and therefore also also the spaceship. He fixes the spaceship because he's the guy that can fix anything. Yes, he can even fix what Lash cannot, because she doesn't have powers that actually repair. And I love this. I genuinely love this, because Andy is the hero, and he's the guy that fixes everything. And there's a pause. Now I couldn't actually make the spaceship reappear again. But that would have been cool. But anyways, he fixed the spaceship. Oh! Colin is shocked. It's fixed! Yeah! The spaceship is fixed. Huh! Huh? What did you do now, Sturm?
I severed the connection between the ship and the girl. Count yourselves lucky.
Yeah, this is not something Sturm would have done if it wasn't in his best interest. He doesn't want Sonja using his technology either. Now, if doing this would have killed Sonja, he still would have done it. But fortunately for them, some spit, the green lines, they're disappearing. Sonja! Of course, her father is. Why did the music stop? Well, darn. Father? Ow, it hurts. You're hugging me too tightly. The music is not supposed to have stopped here. I'm so happy you're all right. Oh, phew, by my own do. I almost lost my first and only. Oh my. The music having stopped is completely ruining the atmosphere. Oh well. Thank goodness. Hey, look, she cares. Oh, leave me alone. Yes, he's saying Lash that she cares about someone. It's still the matter of him. Sturm! I have yet to repay you for the time when you. Huh. This is where the music should stop. This is where the music should stop. Because now it's supposed to be silent. What? He jumped on his spaceship! Yeah, I have to narrate everything that happens because. Limits of advanced words.
This planet. It has proven too dangerous for me to remain on. I thought I would be easy pickings, but it has proven to me time and time again that this is not the case. With this display of using my own spaceship and the knowledge of its existence being out in the open, I've concluded that remaining here would be unwise. Count yourselves lucky, worms of War's world. I will not return.
No, wait. He's rising! He left. Left for outer space. And that is my conclusion to Sturm's saga. Sure, killing him works, but not in the way Advance Wars 2 did it, because getting killed by Hawke is weird, especially when you don't actually fight Hawke afterwards. I think death is the least interesting conclusion of everything, but I couldn't like leave Sturm on the planet. I couldn't turn him good either. So my solution for Sturm, my conclusion, he leaves. This challenge, this planet has turned out to too challenge for him, so he leaves. I despise death because it's the end of all opportunities in life. There's countless possibilities with these. So now we can dream of a future, but it doesn't have to be. And it's, to me, a satisfying conclusion. We did it! We got Sturm to leave! A chapter closes. I can retire to my shop in peace. Hachi is his arc in this was very, 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 very short. If he has the least of an arc in the entire game, I'd say. He can just retire because his enemy, Sturm. The thing I did with the Hachi was that he just revealed that his Sturm was his ancient enemy, and he can retire now. Kanbei, I want to say, I'm sorry. I overreacted. A couple of people have pointed out that it's probably maybe Sensei did not overreact considering what Sonja did. But also, it's Sensei being as extreme as he was that caused Sonja to go as far as she did. If he just captured her instead of, tried to kill her, then maybe she wouldn't have gone quite this far. Or, I did debate whether I should have him apologize or if I should have said that he just have him stick to his guns. But apologizing feels nicer for the end. I'm sorry, I overacted. I will retire now. I leave Sonja's care to you. Leave it to me, Sensei. If she starts another invasion, I will deal with it myself. I'm done invading. I'm sorry, Sensei. I forced you into a difficult situation. I don't blame you for your choice.
Yeah, but with everything that happens.
I will keep the memory with me. Remind me of what happens should I once again give in to my urges.
Oh no, she's never gonna do that. She's done with this.
Sonja, do not worry. Tell me if you ever have trouble with it again, and we will do something about it. I promise.
This is not all the consequences I gotta have for her, but one thing at a time. I need to go through this dialogue in order to conclude Sensei's arc.
I'm tired. I think I'll leave the scene to the youngsters. Alright, this is the conclusion of Sensei's arc, because I'm going through these characters one at a time!
And it's also partly also can-based, I guess. And Sonja's.
Let's see now. I am kind of proud of what I did with Sensei. Because Sensei, the entire thing with Sensei I needed someone to be extra violent with Sonja. I've already said all this in a previous video, but I needed someone to be extra bad with Sonja to really push her into the direction of the feeling that her life was in danger. And I feel that Sensei was the right choice because, well, who else has experienced so much? And I did give him this thing that, in Elder's Judgment, and that he had fought Kanbei's father, who was was about to unleash an invasion that would destroy the world, more or less. And he saw similar signs in Sonja, and he was completely correct, honestly. But still, he might have just overreacted. If he had just captured her instead, then he wouldn't have pushed her this far. And he recognizes this, and that's why he apologized. Nice. Partly. I should have made that more clear. But yeah, Sensei's role in this story, he takes a little bit of a, hit. A few people might not agree with his means. A couple might actually super agree with him trying to kill Sonja for what she had become. But I am proud of my choice. I don't think any other CEO really fits the bill for someone who would take those kinds of actions and still be forgivable. So I'm proud of what I did with Sensei, and he is going to leave now. Shall we go together? Just acknowledging that Sensei and Hachi are friends. Yeah, some company would be good. And of course, there is Adder. Wait, Lord Sensei, I'm coming with you! Oh, yeah, you. Prepare for some serious training when we get back. It's going to double as your punishment for being a war criminal. Yes, Lord Sensei, I will be ready. And that's basically the conclusion to Adder's arc. I guess I didn't have too much to write about that. But yeah, Adder. Once again, I really like what I did with Adder. To remind everyone, Adder, one of the final lines he has in the Advance Wars 2 is that he follows the strong. And I figure that after Sturm's disappearance, he had to reevaluate who is actually strong. But he lost against Sensei time and time again in Advance Wars 2. So he had to come to the conclusion that Sensei was the strongest man he knew. Even stronger than Hawke, and therefore his alliance shifted to Sensei being his lord. So Lord Sensei, I actually like that, because Sensei is actually a teacher title in Japanese. So Lord Sensei, that's title. Sensei-sama, it would be in English. No, Japanese. I like that. But anyways, yeah. Because Adder is the one that follows the strong, he is now Sensei's pupil, and he will become a better person eventually. there is still the adder that is previously there. He's still in there, but he has an opportunity to change, and unless someone comes and say, for instance, Von Bolt suddenly shows up, shows Sensei up, and then is like, "Ooh," points at Adder, and yeah, the Adder's gonna just fall right back in line. Fine, as a black hole CEO if that happens. But for now, Sensei's gonna see what he can do with him. Probably should try to change his worldview a bit, but hey, one thing at a time. Yeah, I like that, and I also like what I did with his things. But that's fine. There's a promising future for these kids after all. What a super cliche old guy quote. What? Moving on. We did it, sirs! We did it! I mean, this is basically the only line about Colin. Colin is now a revolutionary leader. And I honestly really love that arc too. I don't think, yeah, Colin standing up to Olaf, and stating his opinions. Yeah, another point I really like in this arc. His arc, yeah, you know, becoming a rebel leader after fleeing Olaf, and then finally taking the battle back to him, stating his opinion, and yeah, convincing Olaf to do stuff again. That's yeah, I just like. And his fight with Ganbei, yeah, I like it a lot. I thought I'd have more varied things to say, but I'm just saying, hey, I like this. We really did. It was all thanks to you all. I love you all. Because it's gonna hug everyone, because that's what Olaf does. Some spit. Wait, no, not more hugs right now. Oh, not even a small extra one? Alright. I'm gonna have to go through this again, but... Nell. You held your part of the promise! Well done! I mean, kinda. I didn't really become a legendary revolutionary, because that was the promise in Protective Instinct. That'd be Colin over there. Sir, I couldn't have done it without you, sir! So he says. Besides, he's a little too young for me. I think you'll do. Oh, shucks. You got me wrapped around your finger already. Excellent. I'm so happy I got to live to see this. Alright, let's talk about this. One of my goals with this hack was to resolve the love triangle from the first Advance Wars that I didn't have a lot to work with there. So there was a love triangle between Grit, Max, and Nell, and it was never concluded in a satisfying manner. And one of my goals is to resolve that, actually give it an arc, and let it conclude in a satisfying manner. No. This. Alright, so I leaned into humor when I went into this arc. I'd say there's three or four maps. 3 maps where we talk about this. It's Sweethearts in Orange Star. It's Protective Instincts in Blue Moon. Maybe some showed up in the final map of Blue Moon against Olaf. I don't think so. Oh, well. And then finally here. So first, in the first map, we concluded that Grit's at fault. We established what happened, and basically the Grit left because he didn't feel like he deserved Nell, and therefore Max should have her. But instead, all he managed to do was hurt everyone, and he himself was the only one that was satisfied with this solution, which of course was selfish of him. Now, in the second map, Protective Instinct, and they came to the conclusion that hey, the Blue Moon commander that helped bridge the gap between Orange Star and Blue Moon again, and yeah, it would be okay if he dated someone from Orange Star, because That's how you convince a Blue Moon to. That's how you convince Grit to change sides. So there was a light at the end of the tunnel, with the Nell and Max endlessly teasing Grit, and he deserved it after what he did. He seriously deserved it. And now this finally, they can finally start officially dating, because holy crap, that's so much of a better ending than what we got in Advance Wars 1. I know not everyone agrees with me on this one, because if there's one criticism I see more often than any other of the story of this game, it's cringe love stories. And I think this one is at the top of all of them. But honestly, you know what I had to work with. It was cringe as heck. Heck, even back in Advance Wars 1, and I had to give it a satisfying conclusion somehow. Yikes. How do you do that? I'm proud of what I have done here, and even if it is the most cringe part of the hack, you know what I say? Don't kill the part of you that's cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. There you go. Positive spit. You gotta get bigger aspirations if that's what makes you break down. Big lug. Oh, shut it. Let me be happy for you, you overgrown scarecrow. This is the best. Hell, you. Alright, let's go through this. Oh, Don't take all of him, you hear? Blue Moon still needs some of him! Thank you! I'll make sure of it. Yeah, Olaf is gonna bless this, union. And, well, I could have come hold over and hold some lectures for the Orange Star kids. For old time's sake. Yes, I'd love that. And this is my conclusion to Olaf's arc, which started all the way back in Advance Wars 1. And that is simply, you know, he betrayed Orange Star, and they talked about it in old lessons. One map between Nell and Olaf. And here he comes and says, I could hold some lessons, because he used to be a teacher back in Orange Star. He taught Nell, for instance, and he says he could come over and do that again. Sure, he's Commander-in-Chief of Blue Moon, but what is a better way to show that they're over that? It's like it just shows that they have grown past their differences. There's no need for war anymore. Olaf can come over and hold lessons again in Orange Star. And that would make Nell very happy. And they are friends again. Sure, Olaf did betray them, but they know why now. Olaf has told them it was Sturm. Sturm is to blame, and Sturm is out of here. And they can forgive each other. They can become friends again. Alright, next plot. The main plot. Sonja. What happened? Yeah, when she was saying all of those things previously to Sensei, she she was a bit delusional. She wasn't even sure what happened, but she could make some assumptions. She doesn't entirely remember her time as Supreme Sonja right now, but she could make some guesses, and she used those guesses when talking to Sensei. Anyways, what happened? We broke the spaceship, but it was tied to your life somehow, and you were about to... Yeah, don't need to say die. But I fixed it, so you're alright. I told you I'd rescue you. Andy, I am eternally in your depths. Yeah, there's needs no conclusion to any arcs. Well, it is the conclusion, kind of the conclusion to the arc that Andy somehow could see through Sonja's intentions, but that's just because he's naive as hell. There's no way Sonja could turn bad. He just believed in her so much. So yeah, the conclusion that he took, yeah, that she needs to be rescued, and it's paid off. Because I love a good hero saves the girl story. So, what will happen to me now? I'm a villain. Yeah, some things needs to be done there. She can't get off completely scot-free, but I am a fan of Sonja, despite having written this hack. So some consequences need to be. Don't be stupid. You're no villain. And of course Sami's here because she's Sonja's friend. I'm slightly sad I don't have a Grit quote here, because Grit was also Sonja's friend. But he's in the background somewhere. Don't be stupid. You're no villain. Sure, we could lock you up for the rest of your days, but not a single one of us wants that. We want to help you. Make no mistake, you'll have no power. You won't have any power for a while because obvious reasons. Oh yeah, you won't be able to move as you like for obvious reasons. But we will explore whatever issues you have and help you solve them. Yeah, this is because Sami was the first one. Back in Twisted, she was like, I've gone at this all wrong. We need to save you. Yeah, they have tried to call out to her time and time again. And this is their solution. We will take you to see a therapist and we'll help you with your recovery. Same goes for you, Lash. You just suddenly turned around and spoke to Lash. What, me? Aren't I the worst of the worst here? Yeah, a therapist doesn't necessarily help everything, but hey, something. They're paid for what they do for a reason, right? Anyways, Lash. Lash is a bigger problem than Sonja is, frankly. Sonja is a good-natured soul, despite her bloodlust. It was just Lash bringing out the worst in her. Lash, however, is already very, very, very bad. So what do you do with her? Aren't I the worst of the worst here? Maybe, but you're also a kid. I'm imagining that she's a little bit... No, actually no. We'll leave it to your parents what to do with you. And this is where Flash is like, ha! Parents? Do you seriously think I have... Lash. Nope. Yeah, there was that little arc there about Hawke not being the closest thing Lash has to a father. But there is another arc that is concluding here. A smaller one. Well, it concerns Hawke. Nope. I mean, you're probably the closest I have, and I appreciate the effort. But you don't have the custody of me. Nope. You're not my father. Just to kind of use that. This is correct. However, there is someone I was hoping would adopt you. Wait, what? Yeah, someone that would adopt her. Who could that be? Who has Hawke grown closer to during this time? Yes. Hawke told me you might need a mature woman to look after you. Hawke's words, not hers. Hawke's words, not hers. Someone definitely needs to do it. Primarily, I wanted someone outside Black Hole to do it. Yeah, you know, someone who's not steeped in darkness. And preferably someone of the same gender. Because, yeah, you're the best match I had, and I trust you. Yeah, because Jess is the one that put Hawke on the road to righteousness. It's within a conversation with Jess that Hawke realizes that maybe he should not try to have conquering the world as his objective. Back in confronting Enigma, and then he faced off Sturm to, defy his fate and such. This has made him trust Jess a lot more, and as such, he wants to entrust Lash to her. I am definitely going to turn your life into a living hell. Be my guest. But along the way, maybe I'll be able to teach you some manners. And the inspiration for why Jess in particular, well, it was a lot of things that actually fit together really nicely. Because of how I structured the rest of the quest, Hawke ended up in Green Earth. And in Green Earth, there is one person that could... someone needed to bring a Hawke back to the light, so to say, and Jess was a perfect candidate for that. Being, the one who leads the the uprising in Green Earth. And also this inspiration for this is the fact that Jess is also the one who adopts her in Dual Strike. He's going to teach Lash some manners. That quote is basically lifted from there, because Jess also talks about teaching Lash some manners in that game. So that connected very well. Is that a challenge? That's a challenge, isn't it? Having someone that has to take care of me that I can annoy as much as I like. This might be fun. I accept. I will note that hanging on Lash's mind right now is the alternative. What happens to her if she's not adopted by Jess? She has been a little bit naughty. She's been a little gremlin, and not being adopted by Jess would probably mean being stuck in a prison forever. Makes sense, right? Good. Then we'll take care of all the arrangements together. Alright then, Mom! Yeah, those quotation marks are not gonna disappear for a while. He's gonna call her Mom in a mocking tone for quite a while, but maybe, after some time, maybe Lash can, even her, become a better person. Not during a short span of time, I'll note, but, well, I didn't really have a long time at the end of this campaign. I needed Lash to be on Sonja's side, so yeah. But this is a satisfying conclusion to me, where they don't lock her away for the rest of her days. And and notice her background color has become green. That's a simple boolean. No, that's a simple variable that is like 0 for orange star, 1 for blue moon, 3 for... I don't remember if 3 is yellow comet or green earth. But yeah, you know. Ma'am, the ferry to take your daughter home is ready. Excellent. Come on, Lash, we're going home. Oh, and Drake basically did not have an arc, so he gathered information. That's what he did, and he stopped Hawke's army from that one map, and rendered Hawke unable to, do his evil plan. And so that's what Drake did. But honestly, he didn't develop that much. But he was there when he was needed. And to let everyone know what happened with Sturm's spaceship. Yeah. Come on, Lash, we're going home. Green Earth needs tending. It needs a bunch of mini cannons. That's what it is. That's what. Yeah, Lash is not cured immediately. She needs help. But I believe Yes is the one that will do it. Sonja, I'll be going to Green Earth now, but make sure to keep in contact. We're still friends, right? Huh? And yeah, I did want them to be friends, because that's so much happier, nicer than Sonja being like, no. You made me declare war on everyone I love, no. Oh, Yes, that would make me very happy. Yippee! Yeah, they can be friends. Because that's nicer. Contact between those two will need to be monitored. Yet, I don't want to cut them off completely. It's gonna be rowdy. Yeah, raise your young well, guys. Pretty much. And, the part that I'm less proud of. Oh well. Ma'am? I mean, Lash? Hmm? What? Is it okay if I come over and visit sometimes? I want to help you adjust, become a better person, and such. Happy Lash. What? I'll have to ask Mom if I can have a boy over, but sure. Sure. If you behave. Ma'am! Thank you, ma'am. Why am I feeling nervous? Okay, so something is needed there. I think that's the part I'm the least proud of in this story. The thing is, in order for someone to be able to turn from the bad side to the good side, needs someone to extend a hand. And I had Colin be like, I need to be that person for Lash, because if she can become a better person, then there's nobody who can't. And that's what I felt at the time when I made this hack, and I'm gonna let it stay like that. Unfortunately, the real life has proved that there are cases where you really, really cannot extend a hand and expect everyone to maybe become a better person. But that's what I felt at the time I made this hack. And I'm gonna let the hack stay true to that. Even if I made it now, then I would have made a much different point. Because there are some people who just are better off shutting off completely. But well, as I said, that's not what I felt at the time. But anyways, I wanted Colin to be like, decided that, Lash, I have decided I'm going to try to make you better. And this Roman subplot is probably muddying that point. Yeah. I probably would have rewritten that to not include any romance whatsoever. Honestly, I only included romance here in the end, and I kind of regret it. But the point I was trying to get across there is that nobody's going to turn good again if nobody tries to turn them good. And that's what Colin was supposed to do with Lash, but I feel like it needed another map. Or two. Alright. But yeah, that's fine. Hehehe. That went far easier than I expected. Actually, he expected Lash to throw a tantrum, and no, and yeah. I'd appreciate frequent visits to help out. Yes. Yes, of course. I'll see you soon, then. Those two. And both of them. That'd be nice. Now, I'm not saying that happens. But honestly, Hawke, yes, is my favorite ship in this hack. And it wasn't even a thing until I got to that part in the script. They just arose so naturally when I wrote the script, and it was like, wait, I adore this. Now, of course, if Hawke turns back to the bad side, Jess is gonna drop him faster than I don't know. I have a metaphor, or faster than Lash escapes a prison cell. Well, yeah. So Hawke will, for reassurance and actually remaining on the good side, he will have Jess, and so will Lash. Both of them has a crutch in Jess, and I believe she's the mature woman to keep all of Black Hole in line. And I do see a future where maybe they become a pairing. They will not get there that fast, though. Hawke will have to prove himself. Yes, is a strict woman, and she does not like unruly CEOs. Or whatever the thing is. Unfit CEOs. So Hawke is going to have to prove himself, but I really like that pairing. But it's not going to happen yet. It's going to take numerous years. Yeah, but eventually. I like that. Well, gets that all for me. Noodles! This is going to be amusing to watch. Let's see, Eagles. Eagle's busy, huh? Right then, he can fly home. Anchors away! That woman. Yeah, him realizing there's something special about that woman. Hawke. And yeah, now there's time for Flax arc of a single map. You're the only one that's left with me in a black hole then, huh? Yep. It's up to us to rebuild the black hole again. Are you up to the task? I sure am. Are you? Huh. Very well. Plaque. From this point on, you're my protege, in preparation for becoming the next Commander-in-Chief of Black Hole. Any complaints? This is, of course, following up their conversation from a former foe. The map is called, where Flack is resisting in Hawke's orders because he doesn't like them. And Flack declared that he's going to be the next Commander-in-Chief, and here is Hawke deciding, I'm going to train you for real. Not at all, Hawke. Not even calling him boss. Good. Yeah, so... yeah, that's that. So that's good. And I believe that's all for... Like... Andy. Yeah? Thank you for helping in Black Hole's time of need. You know, when they came to Orange Star, Andy was the one who stood up for them, and of course, Hawke must acknowledge this. So I had to. No problem, it's what I do. After you saved me in the last war, it was my turn! Yeah, that too, of course. Huh. There was that weird connection between Andy and Hawke in Dual Strike. That there somehow is a connection between the two. And yeah, I wanted to have that in this story, so that's the one. But anyways, we still need to take compensation for you for the damage Black Hole and its CEOs have done, and watch to ensure you don't invade again. But we will support you in making Black Hole a better nation to live in. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that. That's a conclusion to the whole Orange Star saved Black Hole questline. Of course, they can't just be forgiven for what they did in a Black Hole 2, but they will make amends. We all. Let's go, Flick. Right behind you. And there they go. And now, in 3 lines, I will make the Sami Eagle ending better. I'm exhausted. I need a vacation. If you don't mind, would you like to spend it with me? Eagle. Sami. Now that's it. That's it. They're kissing off screen. I just did not want this frigging uncertainty. Nope, they've done it. They're a couple. It's done. No more uncertainty. We have reached this conclusion. We're done. I would have written it in one of those Fire Emblem boxes, but there aren't any of those in Advance Wars. You know, ending boxes for what happened to a character after the campaign. There isn't any. Anyways, Andy just learned something. No, they wouldn't go that far. Anyways, I just made myself my satisfactory conclusion to Sami and Eagle. Because holy shit, Advance Wars 1 did not entirely do that. It was good enough what it was. And Advance Wars 2 did not satisfy anything there. So there, that's my conclusion. There we go. That plot arc is done. I did it in 4 lines, I guess, and two of them was just them uttering each other's names. I needed that conclusion. Thank you very much. I am really proud of my Fire Emblem recruitment conversation between Sami and Eagle in oh, what's the name of that map? I've forgotten the name of that map, but the final Green Earth one. Something heart, I think. Believe your heart. That's it. Believe your heart. Anyways. Oh! So that's the connection between Sam and Eagle. I never noticed. You blind kid. I didn't have a better insult. That reminds me, we promised Andy dinner with us, didn't we? And now for this little part. Yes, I am a mild Sonja Andy shipper. Sorry about that. But however, the entire Andy Sonja ship is only for it was 100% for comedy. Oh, right, I can tell you now. What I was hiding back then was my true self, which I thought Andy had recognized. That's why I was looking at Andy's photo. I haven't actually fallen for... Huh? Oh. Oh no. Not for an idiot! She looked at Andy and realized something. Yeah, the entire thing. Of course, it was Landfall, and then it was this. But honestly, you know, he saved her life now. I think it's warranted more than once. Are you sure? He did just save your life. Are you sure we shouldn't hold up our part of the bargain? Do as you wish. Now, honestly, I kind of dislike Tsunderes, just on a slight level. Well, I dislike a certain kind of Tsundere, the ones that hit them. But mild Tsundere-ish is it's funny. It's funny, isn't it? Excellent! And of course, this is of course the ending to that one. Maybe I'll just coincidentally become very busy leaving you two, says Kanbei. But father! Yes, that sounds excellent. So, Andy, about the dinner we promised. Oh yeah, it's time to celebrate! Party, wee! He says about, you know, just normal party. He hears Sonja being unhappy about him not ignoring the dinner idea. Andy, dork. Only Max can say that. Party! And that's the final line. And as I said, the intention of this was that this was going to be the conclusion of the entire saga. Advance Wars 1, 2, and this one was basically my 3, with my limited resources. Yeah. Mission complete. The score of the winning CEO is the one that is counted here. And basically every CEO has a custom quote here. Can't invite me to a wedding. Wonder whose. I haven't actually checked if everyone's lines work here. And you know this is a joke. They are not getting married right yet. But I guess that this implies that Cambe was like, hey, would you like to marry my daughter? Or something. Or I guess he said them like, do you want to come on to a wedding with my daughter? And he's like, yeah, sure, I can attend a wedding. Not realizing what he meant, but no, Andy's not getting married quite yet. It's gonna take 10 years or something. Anyways, I am satisfied. I liked my story. Did I reach? No! I did not reach 9999. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Necroland, new peace is again the last, and the seagulls of the land had all learned valuable lessons. Peace can be a fragile thing. Be vigilant, be brave. That's basically unchanged from what appears when you win in regular Advance Wars 2. And in this one, yeah, that's rank. Yeah, alright. So, overall, the thing with Sonja taking training, yeah, those are glitched, I don't know why. The thing with Sonja taking training exercises in the beginning was kind of ignored, but I believe I covered every arc. I did have a point that every chapter should mean something, and I believe I succeeded with that. I don't think there's any maps that don't explore something about someone's character or other. Maybe Verdict, honestly. Alright, so overall I am very proud of this hack of mine. And, when I first released this hack, I received almost only positive feedback on my story and even more positive feedback on my maps. There were some maps that were not good, so I went back and did a second version of this hack that improved the maps a lot. And now they're a lot better. If there's anyone I would change, it's Depth and Care, because it's a pain. But overall, I'm very happy with the maps, and I'm even more happy with the story. It was so that when I first released the hack, all I got was praise, which for the story, which made me think that, oh my god, I've made a really good story. I am super proud of myself. And of course, I called this hack Advance Wars Story because I was proud of the story. I might have said this before, but I actually had the story finished first, and then I made the maps to follow that story. Of course, some modifications needed to be made here and there, but I had a story. And yeah, there's Depth and Care. I had a story, and then I just needed to create a hack to follow it. I learned how to make a hack because I wanted to tell this story in a way that would make the most people see it. And I'd say making an actual hack of the game is a successful way to do that. Yeah, anyways. But as I was saying, at first I got basically unanimous praise for the story, with some people becoming very obsessed with it, and I'm happy about that. But however, after a while, there were those that showed up that were like, "Oh my god, this story is terrible." Well, that I heard about, and then on some people's playthroughs there was a open ridicule of the story, most prominently of the love part of it. So much so that I'm a bit unhappy that they seem to have disregarded everything that is not love related to just make fun of it being love, I guess. Which is a shame. It's a shame that they think the love parts of the story ruined everything else. It's a shame. I am not sure if they thought everything else also was terrible, because the only one thing they comment about is the cringe love things, which Okay. Yet, regardless of all of their opinions, I'm not. Their opinions might be valid. I am not sure how I would otherwise write the love parts that are actually in the story, because I had to conclude who the Grit, Nell, Max love triangle somehow, and I had to finish the Hawke, Sami love thing. The rest were bonuses. I'm not sure how I would have written that to satisfy that audience. And now I reached the end credits. I'm not sure how I would have written that to satisfy that audience, but in the end, I've made a story that I've enjoyed a lot. I've enjoyed writing it, and I've published it in a way that I am proud of it. Making this hack is the one thing in life that I am actually proud of. I'm proud to have been able to release this, because it's my at the moment it's my magnum opus. I don't know if it's gonna be that forever. Hopefully I'll do something cooler in the future, bro. Not necessarily Advance Wars related, because something in my head has been like, if I'm gonna do something with my creative ability, why not, make my own game instead of just making hacks of games. So no, my next project is probably not gonna be another Advance Wars hack. It's probably gonna be my own game, if I ever stop procrastinating and actually start making it. Well, one thing at a time, I guess. Yes. But I made a story that I'm proud of. I'm sad that there are so many that showed up lately that it does in fact not like it. Which you can't please everyone. This is true. But I feel like it's been a 50-50 weight between those who liked it and those who didn't. I'm a little bit confused why those who liked it more showed up first, and those who don't like it showed up afterwards. But overall, I guess it's all fine. Yeah, I don't really have a lot more to say. I'm happy with what I've made. If you've listened this far, thank you so much for following following my playthrough of Advance Wars Story. And how much further do you think the credits are gonna go for? Because I have something that I want to. Right. I have something I want to show you. Let's see now. How do I? Oh, wait. Maybe it's done. Maybe it's done. Alright. Yeah. As expected. Sonja being there so happy. Yeah, save. I did want to say that just reaching the final map actually unlocks. Oh wait, she's in yellow comment, right? Yeah. Reaching the final map unlocks Supreme Sonja so you can play with her. Unfortunately, she's super bugged. I don't know why she's bugged when you play her yourself. Because what happens is that sometimes a unit just moves a couple of spaces and then it loses all fuel. I have no idea why it does that. But yeah, I believe that is all. I don't actually have any plans for what to do next on this channel. If you have any suggestions, go for it. But honestly, YouTubing, I don't feel it's for me, really. I have other things I want to do in my life. I want to create games, and I lost my gaming schedule, recording schedule, and there became breaks everywhere, where I don't feel as inspired to record videos anymore. But I did have to finish this one, of course. So if you have suggestions, feel free. But I can't promise that the videos are gonna show up. But anyways, that's that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, whatever that might be. See ya.